Hello, I'm Tessa with Mama's Geeky.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you a
Thank
geeky mama, Tessa?
I am. I mean, look at all my collectibles behind me. I
Oh,
love it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Love it.
it's expensive. It's an expensive habit, but well, I've got to say, I absolutely love this show. I was so excited that we got a season two. But can you both talk about the evolution for your characters in these 2 years since we've seen them, without spoilers, of course?
Without spoilers. Well, thank you. Ursula is she's split up from Donal. So that's a big sort of development in her life. She's back living with Eva in the family home. So that's a weird thing for a woman of her age to be living with her sister and everything that goes with that. And, juggling work and the kids. So she's sort of trying to just hold it together and get through it. But she's also obviously harboring a massive secret, as they all are, and carrying all that guilt and worry from season one. And she's actually not dealing with it very well at all. And her way of coping with that is by taking medication to help her through the anxiety and the stress, but it kind of pushes her to, sort of go a step further. And without sort of giving any spoilers, she puts herself in a very sort of precarious position in terms of work and relationships. And that's where we find her at the top of season two. So she's sort of, big things have happened, but she's kind of stuck.
Mhm.
Now, Miss Grace,
Yes.
she has gone from that burst of freedom at the end of episode 10 in season 1 to becoming a grieving widow. And all that entails when you are in grief for an abusive husband. And so she reconnects with the church. And through that, she becomes much closer to Roger's sister, a character called Angelica, who we're very lucky to say is played by Fiona Shaw. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I know. And she also meets a new man. So all of this has happened before we begin episode 1 of season 2. So she's madly in love. And she seems like she's found a new life and everything seems picture perfect. But of course, we know again, as Eva just articulated, we know that she has this huge, awful secret. And the truth about secrets is that they're not shy. They love to burst out into the open and expose themselves. And so the audience will be sitting, waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah. Is there a moment that most surprised you in season two about your character, maybe that you were like, whoa, I can't believe they did that?
Oh, I was very surprised at how quickly Grace confesses to her new man, Ian, about what happened. She
Yeah.
just can't, she's so boundaryless. She just has to tell him as soon as she can. The weight of it is too heavy.
I suppose there's this, surprise of how Ursula does compromise her work life setup, that she really puts it on the line. And that's a very dangerous thing to do, especially now as a sort of, she's not a single mom, Donald's mother, like having to, sort of parent separately. And if she loses her job, she'd probably take Donald down as well. She puts him in a compromising position. And so that was it's a great thing to read as an actor. You're kind of going, oh, okay, I've got lots to play with here. But it's it was sort of dangerous grounds on top of the already very great dangerous grounds that she was already on.
Yeah, walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to know for you both personally, how do you think you would handle holding onto a secret? Maybe not as big a secret, but do you think it would eat away at you?
If it was a biggie, not necessarily murder, of course. That's rather too big, that one. But yeah, I think that if it's, I mean, I'd like to think myself as quite an honest, direct person.
Yeah.
Like there's one thing holding on to a secret if you think it's really going to help somebody and they've confided in you.
Yeah.
That's just your
Yeah.
confidant. But if it's something that's actually covering up something because it's too big and difficult and, the implications are too, serious, that I don't know if I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I don't think I would
Yeah.
manage that well.
No, secrets are not goodies, are they? You know,
No.
they're not, they tend to gnaw away at us. They're quite little parasites, aren't they? And they eat up energy, the energy required.
Yes.
The secret is
That's
so
it.
exhausting, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, my mom always told me secrets don't make friends. That's what she told me. So, which
Very
is
much.
true. Yeah. Well, thank you both so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Thank you.